Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing the second X-Files movie, I Want to Believe. So the X-Files I Want to Believe picks up several years after the ending of season 9 and sees Scully and Mulder reuniting to solve a case in exchange for having their quote-unquote crimes pardoned. The case involves a series of missing women as well as a Catholic priest who claims to experience psychic visions of these women. Whereas the first movie, Fight the Future, was directed by Rob Bowman, I Want to Believe was directed by the X-Files creator himself, Chris Carter. His intention was to do a series of movies in order to get the fans back on board as well as casual viewers who are unfamiliar with the show, and eventually culminates in the alien colonization, which was revealed at the end of season 9 to take place on the 22nd of December 2012, the same date that the Mayan calendar stopped. Unlike Fight the Future, I Want to Believe doesn't incorporate the show's overarching mythology in any way, and instead functions as a standalone film reminiscent of the show's Monster of the Week episodes. A decision that, in my opinion, is partially to blame for the movie's financial underperformance. That and competition from The Dark Knight, which came out that year. As a result, a third film focusing on the alien colonization was scrapped, and the show was instead revived for 2 more seasons. But what did I think of I Want to Believe? Well, to be honest, I was kind of disappointed. I still like the movie for what it is, but it pales in comparison to most of the X-Files franchise in general, and is often considered to be the black sheep. So let's get into it. So first of all, I appreciate the fact that the crew went out to shoot this film in various parts of Canada. You know, it helps bring the show back to its grittier roots, considering the first 5 seasons of The X-Files were shot in Canada. I also like the way Scully and Mulder were reintroduced. You know, Mulder is a fugitive and hiding, and Scully works at a Catholic hospital where she develops a strong attachment to one of her patients, a young boy named Christian, who is critically ill and is experiencing symptoms reminiscent of Sandorf's disease. There's also some other recognizable names in the cast as well, such as Amanda Peet and Exhibit, who I'm sure a lot of people recognize as the host of the classic MTV show Pimp My Ride. These two play detectives who assist Scully and Mulder in their investigation. And of course, one of my all-time favorite comedians, Billy Connolly, plays Father Joe, a priest with a criminal background who experiences the psychic visions. One thing the movie has in common with The Dark Knight in particular is its core themes surrounding morality, considering it's something we as human beings are expected to question as often as possible. And the movie did a good job of incorporating it without being too subtle or too heavy-handed. And above all else, the movie works well just as a thriller. You know, it feels like a nice little throwback to those classic neo-noir thrillers from the 90s, like Seven for example. It doesn't quite match the heights of those particular movies, but it's the kind of style that I feel suited the movie. Now, I have plenty of issues with I Want to Believe. The first being that the movie didn't just go all out and wrap up the X-Files story once and for all, because it has nothing to do with the mythology and instead functions as a standalone Monster of the Week type story. Technically, you still need to watch I Want to Believe, because if you just go from season 9 to season 10, you're gonna be confused. Another thing is the fact that the movie is so grounded in reality that it almost doesn't feel like an X-File. I mean, sure, Father Joe was experiencing psychic visions, but even that's kind of ambiguous, because you never really know if he was telling the truth. And lastly, I wished Skinner had a bit more screen time, considering he did return for this movie. So yeah, those are my thoughts on the X-Files I Want to Believe. Next time we're going to be looking at season 10 of the X-Files, so look forward to that very soon. Thank you all for watching. Please be sure to like the video, share it and subscribe. Ring the bell, take care, and I'll see you soon.